Back then, there was a girl, Rina, who studied at school. He shared the desk with a friend called Ram. Then somehow she proposed Ram. Then Ram rejected her without making any delay by giving the reason that she was Muslim, he was Hindu guy. Cut forward when Rina having 21 years old, she is doing her graduation third year. Then there is a guy whose name John proposed Rina. Then Rina accepted her without making any religious uses, that with the fact that John was Christian and Rina was Muslim. At the same time, at that same day, John invited Rina to her hostel room. Then John hugged Rina, kissed Rina. Then Rina somehow didn't felt good. She felt awkward. She told Ram that no for all this stuff. Sorry, she told John no for this all this stuff. Then John replied to the Rina that you accepted my proposal and it's okay to be do all of these things. But Rina got shocked. How can someone do with me if I said yes to their proposal? Then Rina, without our consent, John did intimacy with her before she left the room. He did twice intimacy with her. What do you, so eventually it turns into rape, okay? Without someone's consent, you're doing intimacy, it means rape, a rape. The next day, Rina got called from the John. John told Rina that come to my hostel room. Then Rina said no. After a few minutes, John sent or his friend Junaid, Muslim guy. He went to the Rina and Junaid told to the Rina that I have a videos of yours while you doing intimacy with my friend. He did blackmail. Out of that fear, Rina went to the John. Then he did again intimacy without her consent. Somehow John shared Rina to the Junaid. These all things going for 6 months. Then one day Rina decided to end her life. Then there he saw her Ram again, who she proposed in her school days. But somehow he didn't, sorry, but somehow she didn't have that much of courage to make the eye connected with Ram. But Ram greeted to the Rina. He recognized her very well. Then Ram confessed that he was sorry about what happened at school times. Then Rina also accepted. Ram invited her for coffee that same day. Rina went with him there. Ram asked to the Rina that what's wrong with you? Is something okay with you? You're not looking good. Then Rina confessed everything what was happening with her from last 6 months. Then Ram decided to meet Junaid and John. That same day, Rina got call from Ram. Here, Ram told to the Rina that come to my room. All of sudden, Rina got strikes in her mind that oh now Ram also want to play with my body. Anyways, I decided to end my life. Let's do it with Ram again. Then she decided to went to the Ram rooms. There she saw Junaid and John. They are having a blood on their head. Then a policeman was also standing there. Ram bitten so hard to the Junaid and Christian and John, Christian guy. Even Ram told to the Rina, beat them as much as you can. But Rina told to the Ram, don't make it sin. If my family knows, they would they would got very mad at me. So somehow Rina take the daring step and beat Junaid and Ram so hardly. So cut forward, Rina got married. She was 21. Back then she was 21 years old. Now she was 29 years old and she's having a kid girl and a boy. She told herself to her kids that one of the beautiful lines which said by Ram, love can be die with a time, but values don't. That golden line she put in her head for the rest of life. That day, Ram saved her all from all our problems within a one day, where she suffering from the last 6 months. Ram came to her life like a hero. He saved from the problem. I will end up this saying by telling something interesting. This story was not fictional. I saw this story in Quora last night, which made me little feel not good. So I thought that I would share with you, all of you.